So, we have approached the Easter part of the EFL and we are approaching the end of the season part, and it starts right now with the predictions. Hi again, it's me. Today, we'll be doing my EFL Matchday Good Friday predictions. And we have got a lot of big games coming up, and like target today, I like to get ourselves to the least is 5 success today, that'd be nice. And make sure you subscribe as we're trying to get ourselves to the 200 subs. Probably by the May bank holiday. And yeah, if we get that, we're doing 2 things gold. And no mention about because we've got some ups and downs. And here they are. And then no mention about the Thursday night. We have a Thursday night. Bradford taking Notts County now. Notts County. Yes, place but lost on the weekend, don't they? Hey, but Bradford, what a game they had against Swindon at the county ground 5-4. Wish I was there at the county ground, but to be honest, it was an unreal game. They were in the lead 3-1, 2-0, 1-0, 4-3, and ended up still losing 5-4 to Swindon. I think that's actually curse them. I think that might actually curse Bradford. I think Notts County may probably get something off of this one. 2-1 win to Notts County for this one. Into a massive relegation clash in the championship for the lunchtime kick-off. Derby took on Luton now. It's 21st versus 23rd. It's now or never for Luton because this is probably the only clash that Luton has which is around them. This is the last one which is around them because the final 3 after this, they're all at the top. They're all at the top 10, which is just because if they lose to Derby, they're done. They could be emotionally done for Luton, but until what a game was that Derby 2 at Portsmouth 2-2 with Derby, and when Luton lost one in the run, but having as many goals for this one, 2-2 draw in this relegation clash. And then heading to 1 o'clock kick off in the League One, exiting Burton now. Yep, it's gonna be a good game to watch really. Exeter, I think a point will secure them League 1 footy for another season, and for Burton, what a major win that was against Huddersfield, scoring 3 against them. Yeah, Huddersfield are just, yeah. But I have really be an entertaining game to watch really, but it'll be a very tight one to be honest. It's really extremely tight, 1-1 draw. We're heading to League 1 3 o'clock kickoffs. Western on Bristol Rovers now. Bristol Rovers at their worst run of losings since they were relegated in 2021. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro, for Bristol Rovers because all of their 6 losses ended up losing by just 1 goal. Could they actually lose to Wrexham by 1 goal? I hope not, because I like to see Bristol Rovers stay up. Look, if they dare go down in League 2, I think they probably might actually end up having a battle coming straight back up. But last night it was 1-1 at Bristol Rovers before Christmas. But yeah, it's going to be a good game to watch really. Wrexham drop points to give Birmingham champions. I think they're going to drop points again. 3-0 for this one. It's going to be exciting. But then the Huddersfield and Cambridge now. Cambridge lose, and then depends on Bristol Rovers and Burton's result. Cambridge is gone. And yeah, it won't be third time lucky for Cambridge. I think that might be game over for Cambridge. Huddersfield are just doing horrendous really. 9th place, yeah. If they're going to get to the playoffs, it'll be 6th place, but they're not going to the playoffs, end of story. But I have a feeling Huddersfield will probably win, but it'll be by like 1 goal. I think a 1-0 Huddersfield win, but it'll be extremely tight. We're in the Birmingham taking Crawley now. Like Arsenal met, it was like Crawley. Birmingham won 1-0. It's quite late, that goal, but it kicked off, that game started 8:15 on Christmas Eve. That must be a record on timing before Christmas in English football, apart from Christmas Eve, but we don't count that. Yeah, etc. But it'll be a good game to watch really. Birmingham champions, Crawley. Yeah, Crawley are just Crawley. I think they will be a very good team in League 2 next season. And I really think there might be goals for this one. I think a 5-3 win to Birmingham for this one. And in the Bolton League on Wickham now. this is a big clash, really. It's 8th versus 3rd. Wickham just pulled off a one step closer back into the top 2 fight. They just got under Wickham's butt and pulled it, and they're right behind them by their butt. Yeah, that'd be sort of been weird, but yeah, but I'm going to be the game to watch, really. Bolton got destroyed like twice. They lost 1-0 to Rotherham and lost 4-1 to Barnsley, which ended Barnsley's season before that. But Barnsley, yeah, but it's going to be a very tight one. But I have Wickham will also drop points, even though they scored late. I think they're also going to drop points. 1-1 draw. As in the Peterborough take on Stockport now. Peterborough, 2 wins in a row. 2 champions in a row for the 32 trophy and the EFL trophy. Congratulations, Peterborough, for that. And for Stockport, secured a playoff place. Could they go one step closer and get 2nd place? One step closer. It could happen. But 3rd is going to be the highest, but who knows, really. It's going to be a good game to watch, really. But having there will be goals. I mean, a 2-2 draw for this one. And then the Leighton Orient and Barnsley now. It's a good game to watch, really. Leighton Orient 1-3-1 against Crawley on Saturday. And Leighton Orient, Charlie Kelman with two goals again. I have him in my fantasy team with this Easter period, or Easter game week. And I have been a really good game to watch. I think Charlie Kelman will be on the score sheets again. Barnsley are a good fight, but it'll be something like this. I think a 2-1 win to Leighton Orient. I think Charlie Kelman may probably be in the score sheets for this one. And into League 2 now, with Carlisle take on Port Vale now. It's bottoming and top clash. This is massive. It's massive, and for Port Vale, it's like musical chairs at the top of the table. Last week was Bradford. Week before was Walsall. This week is Port Vale. But could the top of the table change? Nah, I don't think so. I think it might actually stay between Bradford and Port Vale, but who knows? You know, Carlisle collected 2 wins in a row for the first time in over 2 years, and for Carlisle, it is the great escape on. Remember 1999? The goalkeeper scored the winning goal in the final minutes to keep them staying up in the EFL and take Scarborough down. Could history recreate itself? But I have a feeling that Carlisle may probably catch up to Accrington and Tranmere for this one. And I think Port Vale will drop points. 3-0 draw is going to happen at Brunton Park. And then the group season with Swindon now. Swindon throwed off the greatest EFL game of the season, drawing 5-4. It's the 2nd time they've drawn like they've made the greatest EFL game of the season. It's 2 seasons in a row. They made it 5-5 Wrexham between Wrexham and Swindon. This season, it's Swindon against Bradford. Pulled off the game of the season. But yeah, if you start them, it's always up there from last season. But yeah, it's a really good game to watch with Swindon. If they lose, they'll be league. That playoff race is over for Swindon. But hey, could go for late playoff challenge. But they might. I think they're too little. I think they're too late for it. But Swindon will be fighting for next. They will be up there next season. Let me tell you that. But it'll be extremely tight. But Swindon will probably get something at the end. I'm going to 2-1 win the Swindon for this one. As in the Walsall and Harrogate now. Like I've heard this on EFL highlights. Walsall's form between the 27th of January to now. Walsall's in the relegation zone. And if you put the start of season Walsall to that 25th of January, Walsall top of the table for 12 points. From now to 25th, relegation zone. That is hilarious for Walsall. They're having a complete meltdown. Losing 2-0 to Barrow. If they lose 2-0 to Harrogate or anything like that, I will be, they're out of the top 3. That'll be unreal scenes. But, nah, Walsall has to win, like, one of these games. 2-17, they're going to make it 3-18. I think a 1-0 win to Walsall for this one. As in the ASL winning team Chesterfield now. ASL winning 5th place, Chesterfield at 9th place. Chesterfield are actually in for a late playoff place. And for ASL winning are in for a late promotion or an automatic chase. But it'll be a good it'll be an entertaining game to watch, really. It's going to be an extremely tight one, really. They played each other before Christmas, and Sheffield won that game 1-0, I think. It'll be extremely tight for this one. I'm thinking of a 1-1 draw, but it'll be extremely tight. As in the Tranmere taking Doncaster now. Ho ho ho! Tranmere, what a game they threw off on Saturday. I was sleeping through it. I missed out on the final goal on through just like a Saturday. 3-0 down they were. After the 77th minute, it was 3-1, 3-2, 3-3 in the second minute. 3-0. That is a goal of the season contender, that was, really. Goal of the season contender. Maybe up there. But for Doncaster, drawn 1-1 twice in that last game week. It's going to be extremely tight. I have a feeling it's going to be extremely tight. 2-2 draw for this one. Then the Burnley taking Morecambe now. Morecambe needs to win. Morecambe needs to win, otherwise they're relegated. They will be relegated. They will be relegated to lose. They'll be out of the EFL for the first time since 20 years. And it's worrying times for Morecambe. I'm feeling worried about them as well. Yeah. But Bromley, they're secured League 2 for another season. I think Bromley will not go to the playoffs. They won't go down. They come to the mid-table after losing 5-0 to Port Vale. But yeah, it'll be a good game to watch, really. But I think that Morecambe needs to get the win here. I think they want it more. And I really think it's going to happen. 2-1 win to Morecambe for this one. Then into the Championship now with Watford taking Burnley now. Burnley, they are going to be top 2. Because Sheffield United has only gone and made 3 losses in a row. And they have an unreal clash against them on Easter Monday. And Watford, to 11th place. I think they're going to be in the Championship for another season. But I think that Watford may probably pull off a good fight against Burnley. But I think it'll be a 3-1 win to Burnley for this one. And into probably a big playoff clash. Bristol City taking Sunderland now. Sunderland got nothing to play for. It's 5th versus 4th. This could be a playoff semi-finals match. And it could be the first playoff match of the EFL playoffs. And here's the rumour. I might want to go to that game at Aston Gate because it'll be fire. It'll be fire. And it'll be the same as this one. It'll be fire. But this might be the game that I might be watching on Good Friday, 3 o'clock kickoffs. And I have a feeling we're going to have goals for this one. I have a feeling we're going to have a 2-2 draw for this one. As in the competition in West Brom now, it's 6th versus 7th. Yeah, Coventry are up to 6th. West Brom is up to 7th after beating Watford 2-1. Coventry, don't know what happened to Coventry really, but they're drawn 1-1. They're drawn 1-1 the Hull on Monday. Yeah, Hull said his goalkeeper was on fire on that match day, on that game. But yeah, it'll be a good game to watch really. Coventry and West Brom, it'll be very tight. It'll be extremely tight. It's gonna be a 1-1 draw, but it'll be really tight. But then to Swansea to Hull now. Swansea 3 wins in a row. Hull have to throw off a long journey on Good Friday. Let me tell you, Sunderland had to do it last season, but it's Hull's turn this season. But yeah, it'll be a good game to watch really. Hull, I think they got easiest games for the final 4 in the relegation slot with Hull, Derby, Carlisle, Luton and Plymouth. I think they got one of the easiest ones really, Tottenham Derby, but it'll be extremely tight. It'll be 1-1 and the goalkeeper will be on fire again. Enter the 5:30 kickoff now. Sheffield United and Cardiff now. It'll be a good game to watch really. Sheffield United only going to lose 2-1 to Plymouth on Saturday lunch kickoff. What was that? Sheffield United, they lost 3 in a row now, and they're down to 3rd with 5 points behind Leeds and Burnley. That's very embarrassing, to be honest. That's kind of embarrassing, but if they lose and Burnley and Leeds win, Leeds and Burnley will be 1 step closer of getting promoted, but Leeds might get promoted today on Good Friday, but yeah. But it'll be a very tight one, to be honest, for Sheffield United and Cardiff. It'll be a good game to watch, really, in the 5:30. But it'll be extremely tight. I really think it's going to be extremely tight, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Sheffield United will just keep on dropping points. But then to the 8 o'clock kick-off now, the final one on Good Friday. Oxford Leeds now. Last night, it was a game before Christmas for Leeds. And Leeds, the smallest Oxford, 4-0 at Ellen Road after Oxford sacking their manager before Christmas. Now, I was thinking it was going to get worse, but it's gone slightly better. It's gone slightly better. A little bit slightly better, but... Yeah, Oxford, I think they will stay up. I don't think they'll go down, but if they would to be around there, I think they'll be like 20th or 21st or 19th. But I think Oxford will be alright, but I think they'll still lose. Yeah, I think because Leeds are just too overpowered, and I think, yeah, Leeds will win and get to the 90s, and they'll be one step closer to the Premier League promotion. I have a feeling it's going to be a 2-1 win to Leeds for this one. But yeah, if you're wondering, here are the star predictions for Good Friday and the EFL Fantasy team for Game Week 47 right here. And if it's my predictions, then yeah, we can comment down below what your predictions are going to be. And yeah, thanks for this video. I have enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye! And I hope you have a very good Friday and a happy Easter.